now this new era. In comparison, what do you think? Because again, we talk about this a lot about the NBA and it's losing its luster as far as the fans are concerned. They don't, the ratings have dropped. Fans are kind of turned off by these guys and the money they make, the arrogance in which they walk around with. What is your take on the comparison of the eras, and what do you think the NBA has to do to kind of get it back to where the fans are more engaged again?
Well, I'll start with the eras before, and then I will deal with what's now. Right? Showtime Lakers against Bird. Right? That is great storytelling. Right? One coast likes one coast likes the other. One guy is black, the other guy is white. They're both incredible, and we're going after one another. And so it created story. You can like and love and hate, and that story, right? Great story. And then they became friends. And then they passed it to MJ. And MJ and Phil Knight with Nike turns it into a marketing brilliance, right? Turning it into, this is your guy, right? And look what it took for him to get here. He had to go through Bird. He had to go through Isaiah and Detroit. And then he got to the pinnacle, right? And then the heir apparent in Kobe, right? Coming in and taking it and changing the game slightly, right? And then from there, with Kobe and Shaq and those two together, but boy, did they ruin it.
How so? Wait, how so? You got to break that down, Alfonso.
I know the answer to this. But go ahead.
I think I know where he's going.
Break it down to the fans, yeah.
Like Shaq and Kobe, man, if they could have ever get the egos in check and be able to deliver, that era would have been the greatest era
ever
in the history of basketball. No one would have ever topped that era. We still got, Kobe doing it and doing it with Powell, and it was great, right? And Shaq doing it with D Wade, and it was great. But that would have been the thing. That would have been amazing, right? And by them not staying together, they kind of made that era fall flat compared to MJ and fall flat against the Showtime Lakers. Then it became LeBron. When he made the decision,
not one, not two, not three.
We talking about the first one. That decision ruined basketball. Because now the idea of you building your franchise, your first franchise, taking it to the pinnacle became, now we're just trying to chase Jordan for rings. And him leaving Cleveland and going to Miami, chasing the ring, changed the way the young cats believe in their position in basketball, right? When you, and don't get me wrong, I believe that the players should be empowered. I believe that they should have that ability to change the game. They are the face. They're the ones doing it, and the Pat Rileys of the world in Miami, not with the Lakers, like some of those things needed to change, and we're happy about that change. I am. But it also has gotten worse because it's about them and not the team, right? It's become convoluted. What is it? Who is it, right? Is it, so love LeBron James, but LeBron James is about LeBron James. And I don't have a problem with that, right? KD is about KD, and I don't have a problem with that, right? Steph is about Steph. I don't have a problem with that. But when you see the ticket prices go from this number to that number, and people are paying for it, and now you're load management. Load management is literally the destructor of the NBA, because we have everything available to these players to stay healthy. Everything available.
He's right.
Better technicians, the techniques, the equipment,
more coaches,
the understanding, the knowledge, all of it's there, and yet a player can't make it through the season? Then you're not doing your job. And what I mean by that is they're not taking care of themselves throughout the year. If you're going to give LeBron credit, the real credit that you've got to give LeBron is the ability for him to have stayed as healthy as he has for as long as he has, playing at a level that he has played at, and the amount of contact and hits and time on those bodies. He doesn't come into the season getting ready. He comes into the season ready.
Yeah.